So hi, I just wanted to make a video just to be on the record, really. Um, it is right now January, I think it's January 16th, 2024, somewhere in that neighborhood. And, our political, where we are right now, and I hope maybe down in history, someone will watch this. It's frightening, all right? And I will tell you this, is that right now, Biden says he's running. And it's obvious, it's painfully obvious to everyone. Of course, the right will make fun of it and the left will deny it, but it's a bummer. He's old and he's not capable of running anything, and he's not running anything now. Someone's pulling his strings. I mean, you look at him, and everybody's had elderly people in their lives, whether it be parents or grandparents, what have you, and you see them and you feel bad for them because you see they're losing their mental strength and physical strength, and Biden, of course, is showing that. It's clear, and it's embarrassing to try to deny it. And then his vice president again. So that I think it's great that we include more people in whoever can be, whether it be women, people of color, but there's something to be said for that. If you're just only doing it to fill that void because you want to get votes, Kamala Harris is someone to look at, because I think they did that just because she's a woman of color, it'll look great, right? But it's again obvious that she's not qualified, and certainly not qualified to be president. And it's frightening to think that we have a president hanging by the thread and she's the next in line. It's crazy, right? And the fact that he's saying he's going to run again is a farce. There's no way the Democratic Party is going to let Biden run, and that's my prediction. They will either, if they have to, orchestrate something where they find something on him or pin something on him from his past where it'll knock him out of the race by, dirty play, just making him look bad, right? Or if it's behind closed doors, they'll make a deal with him or something along those lines, and he will drop out. And this will happen at the convention, the Democratic convention, which, again, is a shame, because then there's not much time to the election there, and the American people are not going to really be vetted in the way that a politician who had to debate and go before the public and do interviews for the whole time building up to the convention will. Just like last time, Biden had it was COVID, and he didn't campaign. He hardly he debated Trump twice, but no one cared. No one voted for Biden. The Democratic side just voted, or just got together who could beat Trump, even though we'll figure out the rest later. The far left, the middle, all parts of the left. We'll put our differences aside for right now because we don't want Trump. And they put in Biden, and Biden said that he wasn't going to be bullied by the far left, but that he kind of was. And but my point is, if Biden drops out and we get a new candidate, he or she is going to be brand new, but it's not going to matter. Everybody there is going to be excited as heck because he's not Trump. She's not Trump, right? So again, we could get just what we got this time. The country's in is not good right now. And it's because Biden is not qualified to be running the country, in my opinion. Whether he was a Democrat or a Republican, that guy shouldn't be in the presidency. And the only reason he is, no one wanted him. They didn't want Trump. And that's going to be the same thing. So we'll get another person who, we don't know if they're going to be qualified, but people will be excited that they're not Trump. Or I think Trump, if he's getting close, I think Trump could beat someone, by the way, uh, because of the way he's been persecuted. And, the left will say, no, he hasn't been persecuted. Of course he has. Of course he has. You know what I mean? 90% of the things he's been charged with, every politician could be charged with, and mostly every businessman could be charged with. And then they say, oh, well, he's such a shyster that he uses it as his benefit. Of course he does. That's what he does. He's Barnum Bailey, That's who he is. He's a salesman, and he's going to take what you say, use it to put him down. He's going to turn it around and make it a strength. That's what he's good at, and that's what he does, and that's what he's done. I mean, he's got the African-American crowd because they see that he's being persecuted. I'm not saying all of the African-American crowd, but, it's changing, And a lot of people just can't stand how the country is. It's just terrible. But having said that, I can't see, and this is sad that I'm saying this, but I believe this. I think someone will hopefully not succeed, but someone's going to try to assassinate Trump because people feel very, very strongly about not having him in office again. And even if he gets in office, someone will try to assassinate him. So my point is, I don't see Biden or Trump really being the main people that are going to be in office because of those two reasons. Trump could be, but I hope they get a good vice president because we live in such a time there. It's just so crazy, and we're so polarized. And I saw this African-American reporter talking today, comfortably, by the way, very comfortably, just talking about the only reason Trump is winning in Iowa is because, at the caucuses, is because, all those people are racist, and they just, they want to make sure the country stays white. Really? Think about if it was the other way around if someone said that. But here's the thing, I believe that lady believes it, We just live in a polarized time right now, and it's just a shame, and the news agencies and social media it's tough. And I've said it's 2024, and if you're wondering how it is, every time I click on something, someone records it in social media, and they know what I like. So they want me to keep clicking, so they keep putting more of that stuff on it. So if you're a right person, they just keep putting that on it. And if you're a left person, they just keep that on it. And all these places on media, they just get you angry. They just say, hey, watch out for them, watch out for them. And what it reminds me of is like when in the 80s, when I was younger, I'd be drunk in a bar with my drunk friends and my drunk girlfriend, and they'd be over my shoulder going, look at that guy, look at him, he's looking at you funny, kick his ass. Except now you have 3,000 people like that. Look at him, he's a racist, he doesn't care, he's a racist, look at him, they're stupid, they're gonna ruin the country, they're too woke, and everybody's just foaming at the mouth, man. It's not funny, I know. But that's my prediction, that Trump and Biden, chances are that neither one of them are going to be our choices. And if they are, it's only going to be Trump, and I don't think he's going to last the presidency if he makes it. So there it is.